The wind howled like 1,000 ghosts as the waves slammed against the black cliffs of Maine, where the old lighthouse still stood lonely, forgotten and forever lit. A century ago, that same light had guided sailors home, and among them was Captain Elias Moore, a man whose heart belonged not to the sea, but to the woman who kept that light burning. Isabella Hart, she was unlike anyone he had ever met. Pale skin kissed by moonlight, hair as dark as the ocean depths, and eyes that shimmered like the sea. When lightning touched it, she lived alone in the lighthouse. Her only purpose, to guide others safely through the storm. But when Elias arrived one fateful evening, to thank her for saving his ship from wreckage, something between them shifted. A spark soft and strange, born of salt air and silence. He would visit her every night, bringing shells from faraway shores, and she would tell him stories of the sea that whispered her name. Their love grew in secret, like a flame that refused to die, even as the waves grew crueler each passing season. One night, a terrible storm rolled in, blacker than any before. The sky cracked open. The wind screamed, and Isabella begged him not to leave the shore. "The sea is jealous," she whispered, her voice trembling. "It doesn't forgive those who love me." But Elias, proud and stubborn, laughed and kissed her, promising he would return by dawn. He never did. His ship vanished without a trace, swallowed by the endless dark. Heartbroken, Isabella climbed to the top of the lighthouse every night after that, lighting the beacon with trembling hands, whispering his name into the storm, waiting for a ship that never came. Until one morning, the villagers found her body on the rocks below, her eyes open toward the horizon, as if she still saw him coming. They buried her near the lighthouse, but strange things began to happen after that. Fishermen said they saw a woman in white, standing by the cliffs, her hair whipping in the wind, her lamp glowing even when the lighthouse was dark. They said she called out a name, Elias, over and over, her voice echoing through the mist. Decades passed and the legend faded like a dream. Then one night in the present day, a traveler named Noah stopped at the abandoned lighthouse. During a storm, the air was heavy with salt and sorrow. Inside, the walls were covered in dust, but the lantern above was still burning bright. Though there was no power for miles, drawn by something he couldn't explain, Noah climbed the spiral stairs to the top, where a woman stood in the flickering light. She turned slowly, beautiful, timeless, her eyes like drowning stars. "You came back," she whispered, tears glistening on her cheeks. Noah froze, his heart pounding. He tried to speak, but her cold hand touched his face, and suddenly he saw flashes. The sea swallowing a ship, a promise broken, her endless waiting. He realized then, with a terror that felt almost like love, that she thought he was Elias, the man she had waited for 100 years. The storm outside raged harder, and the wind screamed through the open windows. "I waited," she cried, holding him close, her voice cracking with both love and madness. "Now we'll never part again." Before he could pull away, the floorboards trembled, waves crashed against the rocks, and the sea rose high enough to swallow the cliff. The lighthouse light flared brighter than ever before, seen miles away across the black water. When rescue crews arrived the next morning, they found the place silent. The lamp had gone out at last, but from the shore 2 figures could be seen, standing hand in hand on the edge of the rocks. A man and a woman, both staring toward the sea. Some say they were lovers reunited beyond time, their souls finally bound in the place where love and death met. Others say it was just the mist playing tricks again. But on stormy nights, if you stand near that lighthouse and listen closely, you can still hear a woman's voice whisper through the wind, "He came back for me." Hello, dear viewers. Today, what you have learned from this story, kindly share your feedback and subscribe my channel. Thank you.